Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, stars Cassandra Peterson as the titular character, and upon arriving in a small town where she has inherited a rundown mansion, Elvira must battle an evil uncle and townspeople who want her burned at the stake. I remember watching this movie a few years ago. I thought that it was a pretty fun 80s cheeseball comedy slash horror movie with pretty funny humor and cheesy special effects, and it was one of those things where I know that it wasn't high quality art, it's not like masterpiece filmmaking, but it never strived to be. It just strived to be a fun comedy with a really funny actress in the leading role, just maintaining this story the best she can, and everyone else around her is just phoning it in, or they're just all not that great or as interesting as Elvira. I decided to watch it again for this review, and in my opinion, my thoughts have not changed one bit. I still think it is a pretty fun comedy with horror elements to it, especially some Halloween elements also. And a lot of the cheesiness of the movie, like the bad special effects, or the one-liners that Elvira gives, or the really hokey premise, and seeing all the townspeople just try to go up against Elvira here, it all created a sense of fun with the story that not a lot of horror comedies are able to do. Cassandra Peterson as this character is having the time of her life here. You can tell that she is really getting into this character, embracing a lot of the outlandishness around her, and honestly, with her being a hostess of a show that views bad movies and tries to put those on the spotlight, seeing her in the film with a bunch of cheesy special effects and B-movie type plot lines where you have an evil old guy who turns into a monster at the end and you try to go up against her. You got crazy townspeople. It all created a sense of fun that very much feels right within the character and something that I could see her do. The one problem that I do have with the film that I did not find that interesting or didn't care for at all were the townspeople. A lot of the people in the cast, especially the side characters and some of the kids and this, the boyfriend character who Elvira's in love with, they're not interesting. Honestly, they take up a lot of time in the film, and while it's not to an excruciating level where they are always in the frame, whenever they are on screen, if it's not Elvira in the mix, I didn't care for at all what they're doing or what they're saying. To me, it was just white noise. I didn't find them particularly entertaining or found a single performance within them that is memorable in any way or funny. And not even the boyfriend character that Elvira is fawning over him. He's a buff dude and everything like that, and he is caring of her. And while sometimes their banter is fine at some moments whenever they're together, just him as a character and his humor and what they're trying to do with him, didn't care for the other townspeople that wanted to burn her at the stake, even though the part where they do try to do that was honestly pretty entertaining. But that's mostly due to Cassandra Peterson's performance here. She is what carries this film, along with the cheesy premise, the hokey special effects that fit within the type of movie and character Elvira is in and is. I think that everyone else in the film were just filler, in my opinion. Like, they did not need to be in the movie, and the movie would have been better a little bit without them. Or if they do needed to have them in the movie, just have them be more interesting or at least more entertaining. Embrace more the cheesiness of what this movie is trying to go for. Aside from that, this movie is really funny and entertaining whenever Elvira is on screen. Sexual innuendos is something that you are going to have to expect with this character. I mean, look at her character design. What else are you gonna expect? But there's a bunch of good one-liners here and there, and a lot of good physical humor with her character. Honestly, the Elvira character played by Cassandra Peterson is the only reason to watch this movie. If you're a fan of this character, you're going to have a fun time with this. If you're a fan of horror comedies, this might do it for you. Just the human parts where it's everyone else around. Elvira is just whack, but the cheesy premise is as cheesy as it can get. Though I will say, I wish it could have gone a bit further, but I guess maybe due to budgetary reasons or something like that, they aren't able to. I just felt like this movie could have been a little bit more wackier and a little bit more fun and embrace more of the cheesy elements of those bad movies that Elvira makes fun of. But overall, I still had a really fun time with this movie, and I'm going to give Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.